Welcome to the 60 Plus Podcast.
I'm Janet.
I'm Joe. Hi,
Hello.
Janet.
Let's talk at the same time.
Okay,
Ready? How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
That didn't quite work.
Okay, so 146 previous episodes, and you think we'd get this intro thing
Well,
right?
no. Well, sometimes you have to mix it up a little bit. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
well, let's mix it up.
Yeah, let's mix it up. So, what are we talking about today, Joe? That's not
That's
really
not the
mixing
way
it.
I wanted to mix it up.
Okay. Well, here on the 60 Plus podcast, we do talk about a range of topics. And sometimes we like to have a lot of fun, and sometimes we're a little bit more serious, but we try to cover pretty much every aspect of being 60 plus. This week, we're going to talk about relationships.
Yes.
And we came across this very interesting tool that we'll tell you about in a second. But one of the reasons why we're doing this is because, looking at the data, we see a lot of 60 plus older singles, right?
Mm-hmm.
Looking for looking for a long-term relationship. In fact, a third of all people over 60 are single. And 48% of those are seeking some long-term commitment.
So 48% of a third.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
Half
Which
of a
is,
third, which is
we
a
have
sixth.
Okay. I was told there'd be no math.
Your eyes glazed over when I did the math.
You know what? I'm not as silly as I look. So yeah, I guess
think you're just as silly
but
as you look.
You know what? Okay, so a six doesn't seem that big, I guess. Let's call it a fifth, right? 20%.
It's rounding.
But when you look at the size of our demographic, which is
Sure.
like 75, 80 million people, depending upon the day.
That's how many listeners there are to the 60 Plus podcast?
Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Yeah.
75 million listeners.
No, that would be fabulous. But anyways, that number is actually, the raw number is quite large, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So there's 20 million people who are looking for some long-term commitment. But here's the thing. Forget the long-term commitment stuff. This little tool that we're going to tell you about is supposed to help bond. So even if you're not single, you've been married, this might be a pathway to some, renewed intimacy.
Okay.
Right? And in fact, this little tool has been known to actually identify people who become, partners.
Sure.
So it might be good in a new relationship. It might be good in an older relationship.
It can strengthen an existing relationship.
Correct.
It can rekindle a relationship that may be a little stale.
Right. You can use it in a friendship too.
Sure.
Yeah. It's interesting.
So the tool it's 36 questions.
Yes, it is.
And they came about as a result of a study by a psychologist named Arthur Aaron. We're going to link to the study and a story in the New York Times. It's about 10 or 11 years old, the story.
Yeah.
But we just learned about it through some social media post.
Instagram.
Yes, Instagram, where you can find the 60 Plus podcast.
Correct.
Yes, where we
And
do silly
Facebook.
videos.
And Facebook.
And Facebook.
And YouTube.
I think YouTube.
And to be determined, TikTok.
Sure. Maybe. I know you want to do the TikTok, but
I want a TikTok.
You want a TikTok.
Mhm.
All right. So what are we doing now?
So we're going to talk a little bit about this tool. And, there's some evidence here that why does it work? Why does it strengthen these bonds? And part of it is it can show some vulnerability, right? It's like a pathway to vulnerability.
Mutual vulnerability.
Mutual. Yeah. This is not just a one-way thing. I think it can also help to determine the alignment that you might have, the compatibility that you might have in the relationship. And you know what? It's just kind of fun, right?
Some of it's fun.
Yeah,
I
some
think
of it's
some
fun,
of it,
some of it's serious.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I think we're going to kind of avoid some of the more serious questions.
Yes, we are. We're not going to get too deep, but we are going to bounce some questions to each other. We don't know what those questions are.
We don't.
So we'll just give you sort of a sampling of these 36 questions. We'll be doing a sixth of those.
So that's three. I'll ask you three. You'll ask me three. That's
Right.
6 out of 36.
Correct.
And
That's
that's
a
a sixth.
sixth. Yeah,
Yes.
see?
Yes.
Aha.
You can put your calculator away now, Janet.
Yes. Okay. So do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
Sure. I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. If you could wake up tomorrow having gained any one quality or ability, what would it be?
Oh my goodness, that was one of the questions I was going to ask you.
That's why I wanted to go first. And we should say there are 3 sections to the questions, and each section becomes progressively more probing and maybe a little bit more difficult.
And a little deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that part.
Oh, well, that's because I'm looking.
I just
at
kind of
the
scroll
s-
the
at s-
actual survey. Survey says. Okay, so it's funny. I was trying to kill some time to think about the answer to that.
Mhm.
But I actually want to learn how to surf. I really do, which I have in my mind that I'm going to try and do this summer. But it would be a lot easier if I just woke up and
And was able to surf.
yeah. And that's not too deep, is it? But I don't know. That's just what came to top of mind.
I'm watching a series. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's called Pluribus,
Mm.
and a little bit of a spoiler, but in this kind of sci-fi-ish thing, everyone on Earth knows everything everyone else knows.
Oh, that sounds so boring.
But it's like the guy, the FedEx driver, all of a sudden can fly a helicopter because it's common knowledge now.
Oh.
So it would be like you waking up and knowing how to surf, having never surfed before.
What do you value most in a friendship?
Ah, what do I value most in a friendship? It's a really good question.
It is. That's why I picked it.
I think it depends on the friendship.
Hmm.
So with some people, it's loyalty. With other people, it's the longevity of the friendship. With other people, it's just availability.
Well, I'm asking you, Joe.
Well, oh, you're asking me. Math skills.
You know what? I'm thinking about my own answers as I'm
Mhm.
asking. I was going to say humor.
Oh, humor is a big one, actually.
It really is, isn't it?
I actually had this conversation with a friend, and we were talking about what we think is the most important thing, the one most important thing in a relationship, not,
Mhm.
not a friendship, but in a romantic
Yeah.
relationship. And we both agreed that it was a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Yep, a compatible sense of humor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there are people that I know that are probably funny, but I just don't get the sense of humor.
Right.
And I know that there are people that think my sense of humor is just way off kilter.
Yeah.
So it's got to be a compatible sense of humor.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, because like somebody can be way too sarcastic or,
Mhm.
and it's like, well, is that funny or is that hurtful,
Sometimes someone's sense of humor is just all about self-deprecation.
Right. Yeah, and that
And
gets a
a
little
little
old.
bit is good,
Yeah.
too much is not better. What would on kilter be? Like, is that one of those things that doesn't
Oh,
have
I
an
just had this
opposite?
image of being in a kilt when you said that.
Okay.
All
Now,
right.
now was that question from? Oh no, you don't know what the 3 sets of the questions are. This next question is from set number 2, so it's a little bit more.
Oh boy.
No, okay. Wait a minute, I have to find it.
Okay.
What is your most treasured memory?
Oh boy. Treasured memory. Oh, I have to think it's when my daughter came into the world.
Okay.
That moment is just so precious.
Hmm.
I'm gonna cry just thinking about it.
Don't do that.
No.
You
Yeah.
are. Your eyes
Oh,
are
I'm
welling
tearing
up. Am I supposed to give my response to the question I just answered now?
Well, you
Asked?
can if you want.
There was this one instance we were camping
Mm-hmm.
and we were sitting around, my family, my kids were young, and we were sitting around the campfire making s'mores. And there's just something about that memory
Yeah.
of just how quiet and peaceful it was, and the fire was burning, and the kids were really enjoying making s'mores, and they were experimenting with like how brown the marshmallow should be, or how gooey it should be,
Yeah.
or whether there should be two marshmallows and one bar of chocolate, or two bars of chocolate and it was very calm and peaceful, and we were outside, and it was just a beautiful night.
Just a beautiful
Yeah, it
moment.
just sticks. It's one of those memories that just sticks in my head.
Yeah, those are wonderful memories. I mean, now a bunch of things are coming back to me, it's hard to pick just one. It's all good. It's like whenever you're feeling down or whatever, just pull one of those out of
Hmm.
the hat and it's a good way to overcome.
Okay.
What, if anything, is too serious to be joked
Well, this was one
about?
of the questions I was going to ask. I have often said that I would love to be in the writer's room of a show like Seinfeld or Curb Your Enthusiasm, which are both
Right.
Larry
Yep.
David
Yep.
shows, other shows, where I bet nothing is off the table. They would find nothing too
Right.
serious
Right. Right.
because sometimes the most serious things can be the funniest. But to answer the question, the death of children.
Mm.
I was with somebody the other day and we were deciding on a program to watch, like a series to start watching. And it started with the murder of a child. And I said,
Oh,
I can't watch it.
no.
I just can't watch it. I just
Yeah.
brought down like the whole conversation. I think that's it.
Yeah. That
I
is.
think that's it. Health things kind of cross my mind, but sometimes,
Sometimes you have to, well, I don't know. It's tough. I think
yeah,
anything related to death, I was thinking war, how do you joke about war, That sort of stuff is just, there are some things that are just not funny, you know?
true.
And there is,
Although Hogan's Heroes was a series based on prisoner of war camps in Nazi Germany. I mean,
yeah.
it
Yeah,
was
okay. Yeah, I see what you're
okay.
saying. But that's the context. It's not, you're not, whatever.
Okay.
I think joking about death
Okay.
is a tough one.
So it's my turn to ask now, right?
Yes.
Complete this sentence.
Oh boy. Mad Libs.
Complete this sentence. I wish I had someone with whom I could share ...
I'm trying to think if I don't have, I don't know if there's anything that I'm not sharing.
Well, you could say something that's important for you to share. It doesn't have to be something that you're lacking. It's
My dessert?
no, I think you mean their dessert.
Yeah.
No, so I'll give you an example because I do have this, but it's something that's important for me to share a meal,
Yeah.
to sit over a meal and just talk about nothing in particular or talk about something serious or just enjoy the food. I think, yeah, you know me, I'm all about the food,
I know.
and being able to share a meal is something that that I think is valuable and important.
Right. Dessert.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when you share it, it's half the calories too.
Okay, that's true. That's true. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I need to find a new question because you stole mine. When did you last cry in front of another person or by yourself?
Okay. So it was a couple of years ago. I was by myself and I was in extreme pain because of
I remember
you remember
this.
because I
I
sat
was the first call.
well, you tried to get me to the hospital. I have a back issue that was undiagnosed at the time, and it just kind of reared its ugly head one morning, and I couldn't walk anymore.
Oh, that was bad.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It
No, it
wasn't fun at
wasn't
all.
fun.
Nope.
No.
Uh,
So
so
yeah, I could understand why you'd be crying. crying in physical pain.
Yes, it was. It
Yes.
was, and it became something because I didn't know what it was. It's a back issue, but it manifests in my leg.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what it was, so that was adding anxiety to it because I was like, "Oh," at first I thought it was a muscle spasm, but then it just went too long,
Right.
and I didn't know what it was.
Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah. And it's okay now. I don't know
Good.
if it'll be okay forever, but it's okay now.
Yeah. I know that back stuff is really, really
It can
tender.
be challenging,
Yep.
yes.
Sure can.
Well, that's it. I've asked you 3 questions. You've asked
Did
me
you?
yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then I guess we're done. I'll tell you, I could do this all day long.
Okay, go ahead.
I
One more.
find it's
One more.
I find it very interesting.
Sure, one more.
What would constitute a perfect day for you?
This is such a hard question for me.
I know.
It really is
Don't
because
think too much about it.
all right. It would absolutely include being outside somewhere nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nice weather.
Yeah.
It could be in the mountains. It could be at the ocean. Although if you had to push me, I'd say the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And would definitely include a really good meal.
Right.
And
And
Again,
s'mores.
I'm all about the food. No, step up, and just being with someone who I want to share that meal with.
Nice.
That's a
See, that came full circle.
That's a perfect day.
Yeah.
All right, now I've got to ask you another question, I guess, huh?
You don't have to. No,
Okay.
that's fine. We can end right here. I'm good.
You just don't want me to ask another
I'm
question.
afraid what you're going to ask me.
This is one I was going to ask, but I'm not asking. Okay, this doesn't count. This
Oh,
is
okay. I
because
don't
we
have
are
to answer it if
because
I
we
don't want
already
to.
because we already know the answer. Share an embarrassing moment in your life. I know the answer. It's the cupcake incident.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it was me looking for my phone in the refrigerator.
No, because that's not embarrassing. You were by yourself.
I embarrassed
You
myself in
embarrassed
front of
yourself.
myself.
So if you're not aware of what the cupcake incident is, was it 2 episodes ago?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was where Janet was very mean to a
Revealed the
classmate in
story.
kindergarten. All right.
Yeah. So
Okay, here's the
that's
question. Is there something in your life that you've dreamed of doing for a long time? And it's a two-part question. Why haven't you done it?
well, there
And it
is
can't be surfing.
there is something that I am have dreamt about doing and I am in the process of doing and I continue to chase that dream.
Are we going to share what that is?
No.
Okay. Well, then I get to
Well,
ask
no,
another question
no.
because you haven't
Okay, all right, all
answered.
right. Well, there's two. One I'll share and one I won't. The one I'll share is, I'm taking a screenwriting class
Mm-hmm.
and I'm working on my second book. And I would just love for that to be, I don't know, an HBO series or Netflix even. So that's my sort of dream.
And why haven't you done it?
I'm working on it.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah.
So this question isn't applicable because you're doing it.
Yes.
Okay. It was supposed to be something that you haven't done, and why haven't you?
I don't have any of those. I'm a firm believer of following your dreams.
All right.
And then when you do, then you get new dreams. But I'm working on the current dream right now.
All right. So this is another invalid question. Here's the last one.
No, you can't keep on asking because you don't like the answers.
No, you haven't answered.
Yes, I did. I answered.
What's something that you haven't done, and why haven't you done it? And
Well, there isn't anything that I haven't
nothing.
done.
Janet's done everything.
Okay, I know. I've never done community theater.
And why haven't you done it?
I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
Well, that's a lame excuse. I haven't gotten around
There's
to
only
it.
so many hours in the day, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
I've provided you contact information to do
I
community.
know. I'll get
Okay.
there. You bear with me.
You will.
I'm working on it.
Okay. All right. There are 36 questions. Some of them are silly like that one,
Yeah.
but they're all designed to
Bring you closer together.
bring you closer together with a partner or with a friend. It's all based on science from the psychologist that I mentioned earlier, whose name I can't remember.
Yeah, Aaron, I think, something like that.
Dr. Aaron. Yeah, that's it. Dr. A. Ron. No,
I know what that's from.
Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Substitute
Oh my
teacher.
God, I love that.
Yep.
That is the funniest thing.
We'll put a link to that in the show notes as well.
Definitely. That is hilarious.
All right. I think that's it for this week's episode of the 60 Plus podcast. I'm Joe.
I'm Janet. Bye.